this is AJ. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I've got a new movie review for you today. Bestsellers, starring Aubrey Plaza and Michael Caine. So this film has only just come out, so let's talk about it. Now, before I get into the film, you know what I'm going to say. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning visitor, thank you for coming back. But if you haven't hit that button yourself, hit it. It's just down below. Come on now. Please hit the button. Help the channel grow. Help me get some decent content off the ground. All this. Yeah, leave me a like. Give me a thumbs up. A like is a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. Hit the notification bell so you can keep apprised of all my upcoming content. And also, come and join me on Facebook. Same name as here, AJ's Movie Place. That goes for Instagram as well. So yeah, I'm on everything. So normally, the majority of the films I consume are your sort of big budget, blockbustery type, fanfare sort of films, to be honest. You know, that's where it's at, that's where I'm at. But every now and then, I do go to sort of drama films, slower paced films, films that actually test my intelligence, films that I have to think about, films that I have to follow because they've actually got a story as opposed to just on-screen flash and action. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to take a step back and sit down and just indulge in a film that is slower paced, calmer. You know what I'm saying. We've all got them, hopefully. So anyway, so bestsellers. Like I said, this film stars Aubrey Plaza, Michael Caine, Scott Speedman and Cary Elwes. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. You know the guy. Yeah, so this film was directed by Lena Rosler and written by Anthony Greco. The basic premise for the film is that Michael Caine plays this cranky retired author who reluctantly embarks on a final book tour to help out a young publisher, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, so let's have a quick talk about the film. Give you a little bit of a story breakdown without going into spoiler territory, hopefully, and tell you my thoughts on the film and ultimately whether it's worth watching. So yeah. So, you find out as the film opens, you know, you're introduced to Aubrey Plaza. You find out that her character, Lucy Stanbridge, she's a publisher, but her publishing house has hit hard times and she's not really selling many books and all this. And you've got Scott Speedman's character who wants to buy the publishing house from her. She's reluctant to sell because it's her father's, or it was her father's publishing house, and it was left to her. Now, 40 years prior, they had a massive sale on a book written by Harris Shaw, Michael Caine's character. So they're looking for a new book to publish, to keep hold of the publishing house, to keep her father's integrity alive, and all this sort of stuff, and his yeah. They come across a contract where they come and they find out that Harris Shaw actually owes them a book. Yeah, so this delights her. So she goes on a quick little journey to visit Harris Shaw. Now, like, he's this grumpy, old, belligerent, no friends, old person who, you know, lives with a cat. He's still writing. You know, he's just finished up the book as the film sort of begins. And reluctantly, he's put into a corner where he has to give her this book. Just in time, because she's about to sell the publishing house, obviously. So they embark on this journey together, this book publishing tour. But he doesn't do what he's meant to do and all this sort of stuff. He doesn't publish the book. He ends up urinating on his own book. And to the delight of young people and all this sort of thing, you know, sort of millennials and all that. Yeah, so the story is a drama. It's a sort of comedy drama, although the comedy is pretty toned down. It's a drama. It's a story of sort of these characters. They bond over throughout the length of the story. They go on a journey of discovery together, where at first they're, you know, reluctant to, you know, come together. They're always bashing heads and all this. And then obviously, you know what's going to happen. It's pretty obvious that by the end of the film they're going to be, yeah, these differences are going to be sorted out and everything's going to come together. But on the way, you're going to find stuff out about him. You're going to find stuff out about her. And until ultimately you reach a conclusion. I won't go into the film any more than that, because when you're watching it, you can probably pretty much guess what's going to happen and all this sort of thing. So it's not, you know, it's predictable in that sense. Aubrey Plaza was fantastic in the film. She, you know, really good actress in her own right. She gave a great performance within the film, and you know, Michael Caine is on point as this, you know, doddery old fellow, just hates the world, you know, and hates everyone in it, and doesn't want to know anyone. You know, he plays it to perfection. Yeah, the directing in the film is good. Lena Rosler, I don't know her as a director. I've not seen anything that she's done, but the directing was fine. Yeah, so all in all, I quite enjoyed the film. It's probably not a film that I would revisit, I'll be honest. It's not a film that really warrants a second viewing. It's a one and done. But for 100 minutes, which is its runtime, hour and 40 minutes, it's a fine watch. You know, and I would recommend anyone to watch it. If anyone asks what it was like, I'll say, yeah, it's pretty good. Give it a watch. You only watch it once, but give it a watch. It's not a, you know, a film you can return to, really. But yeah, so it's a fine film. It was an enjoyable affair. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. So we'll give it a thumbs up. As you know, if you have seen my other reviews, but if you haven't, I'll tell you. I don't give 1 to 10. I don't give an arbitrary number for a film, because there's very little to no point. It just confuses things when you're reviewing tons of films. It just makes no sense. I've got a scale of 3. Watch it. Yeah, it's okay, but or don't watch it. This one, yeah, watch it. If nothing else, for Michael Caine and Aubrey Plaza's performances, they are fantastic. Yeah. So anyway, so this is AJ. That was a quick review for Bestsellers, new Michael Caine film. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself all. Goodbye.